From online photography website, I'm Miko Liu. This is the third podcast with our guest, Wenmiao, who grew up with camera and is a professional fashion photographer, where the camera is a medium for expressing her life and political persistence. There is always a lot of curiosity and fascination about fashion photographers, as their life seems to be glamorous, and they're always working with beautiful clothes and models. Today we are going to explore the career and life of a fashion photographer and find out what inspires her success. Tell me something about why did you start photographing?
I have loved photography since I was a child. In junior high school, I would go around with my parents' camera and take pictures of everything around me. Holding up a camera is not just about capture a moment. It's a moment to bring together my experience, thoughts, and observations together. And photography is as important as my life.
As a photographer, why do you have so much obsession with the feminist topic?
Well, my inspirations of fashion photography work came from the film Raise the Red Lighten. It's a film directed by Chinese director Zhang Yimou, and which expressed the plight of women in a traditional patriarchal society. And you know that in the past, in Chinese society, women were objectified and could only exist in dependence on men and marriage. So I wanted to express then the true spirit of feminism and female independence in our contemporary society is the precious free will and source of women themselves.
So how do you express that? Like the visual language you use?
Uh, I wrote Chinese calligraphy directly on the model's face, actually. I wrote the Chinese word "nu" and "fang" on the female model's face, which together means female. And it's an indirect expression of feminism because women's names are always hidden in history. There's very little history written by women, whether in culture, politics, or science area. What I want to express is that women can also speak their names straightforwardly. They do not need to be shackled by the male gaze and men, and they can lift their voice in history. And Chinese calligraphy is somehow my visual language.
How has social media like Instagram contribute to your photography career?
And I think if you post your work on social media, if a lot of people see it and like it, you will get more opportunities. For me, I often use Instagram to post my photos works. And that's where I get to meet more models from different countries and with different skin colors, and also people working in creative industry. And together we can create many more interesting things than alone. And it's a transfer from an online to an offline experience. And I can experience cultural diversity in social media, and it's interesting for me talk to a lot of people who are not from the same culture as you. But I haven't posted much on Chinese social media in the past 2 or 3 years, probably because I haven't been back to my country for a long time, like over 3 years. And I sometimes feel like a sense of this connection.
I was really impressed by Wenmiao's obsession and thinking about women's topics. As a Chinese photographer in Australia, she receives different comments from the Chinese and Australian mainstream social media. But for online photography website, we think beauty is borderless and diverse. Everyone has the right to define beauty and create beauty.